We've really had a good preseason. Obviously, no injuries yet, so that's always good. We have both of these guys are coming off the ACLs last year, and so they're going to be a little bit later starting, just starting to get into some live, all that as far as these guys working out and that. Like I said, a great preseason. Between these two guys, Payton and Nolan, Seth Latham, got some other starters in there as well. Really kind of starting from a clean slate this year. The last 4 or 5 years we've had returning national qualifiers each year. And, right now we don't have anybody, so we're, that are returning qualifiers. And so got a lot of guys on paper that look good, but we've got a lot of work to do and all that. But, I think we have, I think the conference, rankings came out here, preseason rankings came out here, and we were number 6. And I think we're a lot better team than that. I think that we're going to show some people this year that we're a better team than the number 6 for sure.
Payton, what's been the difference this year in the room? Like Coach said, coming off the injury, I saw you last spring, and it was already like you were 100% after your ACL surgery. But what's different this year in the room to start the year out?
Well, we got a bunch of new guys this year, a bunch of young guys, a lot of tough workers in the room, and I think that we're all just going to be pushing each other a lot harder this season, and I think we're all striving for the same goals, and I'm excited to see what we're going to do, man. I think there's a lot of opportunities for us to do some great things, and like you said, I don't think we're number 6 team in the RMAC. I think we're top 2, if not RMAC champs, and so excited to see what we can do.
And then Nolan, last year you were kind of the new guy. You're a veteran now. What are you looking forward to this year in these early practices?
Really, I'm looking for. There's a lot of like Payton said. There's a lot of different kids that we have to drill with, practice with, and there's a different energy in the room this year. I feel like, and it's definitely going to be a different year, a better year, and it's just got to keep moving forward.
Questions?
See, Payton, it seems like every year you're right there, you're wrestling well, and then the wheel falls off. And it's, this is the year that, healthy again, and how hard is it mentally to keep fighting through that?
Well, the way I look at it is there's going to be all sorts of adversity in your life, and it's not really about the adversity that happens, it's about the way you react to it. And so no matter what, no matter how hard I keep getting dragged down, I'm going to come back harder, I'm going to come back better, and I'm excited to be back, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, and got great coaches around me, a lot of hard workers, and excited to see what we can do.
Yeah, I say both of you coming off knee injuries, and it's one of those that's mentally as hard maybe. The first getting going again is like, can I push off this knee?
Well, and I think with both these guys, no doubt, when you first get injured and you're okay, I got to go through surgery. The hardest thing is they've got to get the surgery. Up to that point of you're injured, can I do it? Can I, make this comeback? Can I do all this? The first thing I always tell them, you got to get surgery first, because you get surgery, now you're on your way back. That's the first step of on your way back. You may be able to lift and do some things to get stronger so that you can after those surgeries, but then they've just, okay, now it's time to recover and get going. Both these guys worked hard this summer. Payton was on an internship, I know, down in Texas and doing what he could do down in Midland. Nolan was back home where he could get some PT, and be kind of doing that route, but I know Payton was having to do a lot on his own to figure it out down there because he just didn't have that schedule for him down there. But both these guys are ready to go. They're a couple weeks, Nolan's going a little bit live. Payton's kind of drilling and getting into it, and we're looking at Monday on him starting to go some live. So, if they're not there, they definitely won't be in our first tournaments because we don't wrestle a lot of our starters in the first tournaments anyway. But I would say, could December, we could start seeing these guys starting to compete in that. We'll have to just kind of see how it goes. And again, we're in no hurry. It's a long season. We just want to make sure they're healthy, and their attitudes are both great right now.
Hey, Nolan, you had a really solid season last year, just kind of looking to build on that once you get going again, and you're going to be like Burr. It's going to be one of those things like get me on the mat. I'm guessing.
I'm just a little bit better than him. But yeah, no, definitely. It's just start rolling around now and get used to the conditioning, and gotta get better and better.
What all did you kind of take from last season?
Don't get so tired in matches. Definitely, it's definitely condition harder. Just that when you're out of shape, just causes injuries to happen. That's definitely one thing I learned, and you didn't want that.
Yeah. Some of the new guys, that came in, looks like ready to go and kind of take some spots. Did you got a couple spots open?
Well, we've got a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but we've got quite a few spots open. I mean, we've got some veterans, there's no doubt. But there's a few spots open in there and some leadership. We've got some transfers. We've got a lot of freshmen. I think we've got, I'd say 15 to 18 new guys this year. If we finished last year with 23 and then you lose some attrition over the summer and we're 38, 39 strong on our roster. So that's bringing in 15 to 18 guys, so half our room is new guys. So it's a lot of new faces, a new assistant coach as well in there. So, there's a lot of things, different things we're doing, and we're still trying to be cohesive, Coach Mendoza and I. So, it's going well, there's no doubt, but, and he's been a head coach for many years, so there's no egos there. It's just a matter of him and I getting on the same page and things like that. But it's got a lot of new faces, a lot of new leadership, a lot of new, young guys. Everything. It's just a whole room of, when you look in there, it's wall to wall guys right now. So there's a lot of talent in there right now.